Well, Khamzat, you're fighting Li, coming back from a long layoff. How many questions have you been getting about your COVID over the last couple weeks?
I don't know, many thousand, brother.
I bet you're just ready to put that entire thing behind you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about, I think one of the most fascinating things is that you were breaking out in 2020. You kind of became a star overnight, and I don't think a lot of people still really know that much about you. Have you really talked about your childhood or where you come from in many interviews?
No, I don't think so. Some interviews I said something, but not so much.
Well, what can you tell us? I mean, what can you tell us about, where you grew up, who you grew up around? Just a little bit
grew
about
up
yourself.
in my village, some small village. Was tough time when I was young. I remember that stuff. It was after the war. I come to this world when it's World War, and it was a hard time without food and not nice time was that. And then now everything is good, everything is better. I'm happy for my country, and we'll do something for these guys, for these people. When I win my fight, if they get like a little bit smile in the face, I will be happy for that.
For those that don't know, what was going on in Chechnya around the time you were born?
It was war. The war is like war against Russia, and then the people in Chechnya, they get war against Chechen people. There's many bullshit things. Now I'm happy, everything is fine and good. I hope it will be stay like perfect, I don't know why it's happened, these big things that kill people, and why we can't live like normal, and if you grow up like with these things, war, and after nobody want to see this again, like some people never see the war and don't grow up there. They think like, it's normal when you see on TV, like movie. Now, everything is good. Now, my family feels good, and I live in Sweden, most safest country. I like them, it's like my home, And in my country also, no war anymore, and everyone lives happy, and I hope so it will be like that.
So when you talk about your family, who is that?
My mother, my father, and my brothers and sisters. We're a big family, and 4 brothers, 3 sisters.
Mm-hmm. And can you describe your village a little more?
Yeah, village, like we are like in village, not so many people actually, but we everyone is like family, everyone know each other, and traditional sport in my village is wrestling. If you don't do wrestling when you're a kid, they say we joke with the guys who don't come to the training, you girl, you have to train wrestling, you have to be tough and these things, in the village. And as my coach also there, I meet him when I was there. It's a big, not so big village, but nice people, like my family. Everyone is like my brothers and sisters, and old people like my father and mother.
Did you love wrestling right away, or did you have to kind of learn how to love it?
Yeah, I love wrestling because I did it all my life, and but because I didn't have some papers, couldn't compete, and a big world champion, something like that. But I didn't lose 7 years, some point, all my wrestling match. Mm-hmm. Now do MMA. Yeah. Back here, you can't get money in wrestling, how to do something else. Want to live with the good life.
What were those wrestling competitions like when you were a kid? Majdi told me a story of how there was a tournament in another village, and you could win a goat if you won. What were those wrestling tournaments like when you were a kid?
Actually, I was only wrestler because my brother put me everywhere. I did compete in judo and combat sambo, and wrestling, and Greco-Roman wrestling. I compete everywhere. my brother wanna put me everywhere, you know, like sometimes outside, you fight with him. I've always been like competition and fighting stuff, you know.
It's funny that your brother was putting you in all those fights because you've also told me your brother kept you out of fights, like street fights.
Yeah.
Like he's the one who's like a level-headed guy.
He's like my father, always be close to me, and we're still close, you know, like maybe, if that one was my big brother, maybe I was in some jail somewhere, I don't know.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm sometimes too a crazy guy, and I need somebody stop me, and the only people who can stop me, they're him, because I love him so much, and I have to listen. So big respect is, yeah.
Why do you think you're like that? That you need to be stopped sometimes? You're just born that way, or you think?
I don't know. Maybe the things, you know, like you seen when I grow up, it was hard, and sometimes some things go wrong inside, you know, like we get angry and no control and some things like that. But actually, I'm like to be nice to people, and you know, and speak with the guys and help somebody. This is my things. And when I get angry, sometimes you forget many things and you become a little bit crazy. That's why I'm my big brother.
Yeah. And he moved to Sweden, and then you and your mother moved to Sweden a little while after to join him. And you were wrestling in the Swedish program, but you couldn't do everything you wanted because of the papers?
Yeah.
So then when did you realize that MMA needed to be your path and not wrestling?
I was working and like in normal fabric, you know, like I was going home, like not so nice apartment. We live like big family, mom and my brother, sister, we live in some apartment. And every morning before the work, I go out and running, you know, like see the big house, nice apartments, and was feeling bad for my mother. She don't speak Swedish, and she doesn't have so many friends there, and I was thinking how to be so bored for she is.
And you told me it was actually watching Conor McGregor made you kind of think that MMA could be your way to do that for her?
Yeah, I was watching in Fabrik. I was watching his fight. I was working on a fight Aldo. I was sitting in night, was working the night and on Fabrik. Take the rest and 15 minutes to watch his fight. And I was look at that, it's like if the guys make so many money, like millions and this stuff, why I can't do it? I have everything. I'm fighter, I'm warrior, like I have something inside.